Hello YouTube, Lucas back here with another album review, and today is a very special day for two reasons. Now first, it's September 22nd, and that's the first day of autumn, which I love autumn. That's like my favorite season of the year. And I got the new Pathology album entitled, which came in the mail today. I woke up today around 11 o'clock, then I saw this in the mail and I was like, yes, because I pre-ordered it, what is it, 3 days before it releases, so that was really special. I think I already listened to it 2-3 times. I have it on my iPod. It's super awesome. I don't download any albums, as you could tell. Most of my albums I actually have, so that I review. So, alright. So, if you're not familiar with Pathology are a slam brutal death metal band from San Diego, California, and they've been around since 2006. Now they have released 5 albums since then. Their first album in 2006, and so on. Now this album is set to be released, I said, in 3 days, September 25th, and I pre-ordered the album. I got the album. As you can see, I got the shirt and the poster, which I have, but I'm not gonna really show you because I don't have it on me right now. It's actually somewhere other in the house, somewhere else in the house. Now, when it comes to Victory Records, their pre-order bundles are really cheap in a good way, because this album came with no cracks, luckily, and the reason why I say cheap is because with this and the poster, it was just $13.98, and then when you buy the long sleeve shirt, it's an extra $8, and you could also buy a T-shirt, which was an extra $6. So that was really awesome. So yeah, this is probably like one of the best bands on Victory Records, because Victory Records they do sign a lot of crappy bands like Design Skyline, Atreyu, all that. A lot of weird, like a lot of not popular not a lot of bands that I don't like, basically. But there are a couple of bands that I do like on this record, and this record label, and it includes Pathology. So yeah. So this album, it doesn't have this one only has one guitarist instead of 2 guitarists, because in the last album, Awaken to the Suffering, they had 2 guitarists, which was Kevin Schwartz and Tim, which I actually cannot pronounce his last name. Tim is not in the band anymore, but they didn't replace him. They just have one guitarist now. So they have Oscar Ramirez on bass, Jonathan Huber on vocals, which you people may know in I Declare War. They're a deathcore band. He used to be in there. I don't listen to them, but other people might like them. And then they have David Astor drums, which he has been known to be in a lot of metal bands. Not a lot, but you know what I mean. He was the founding member of Cattle Decapitation, and he's the founding member of this band. So yeah, alright. So this album has 13 tracks, and it spans to be about 30 minutes, a little over 30 minutes, like 30 minutes and a couple of seconds. So this album is really short, but the tracks are awesome. This is like brutal death metal at its finest, because this album is really great. It's in Awaken to Suffering, they had 10 tracks. This one has 13 tracks, but Awaken to the Suffering was the longest. And I think this is one of the albums that actually, like, one of the albums with the most tracks, but with the shortest length, because all the songs are at least, the shortest track is 1 minute and 47 seconds, and the longest track, let me see, is 3 minutes and 2 seconds. The shortest track is Distorted Conscious, and the longest track is A Bleak Future. So yeah, I would really strongly recommend this to a slam to a brutal death metal fan, because it's really like a typical brutal death metal album, but it's still very like this band they still got it, because they have been making albums like I think every year since then. Their first album was released in 2006, second album 2008, third album 2009, then fourth album 2010, 2011, 2012. So I bet you there's probably going to be an album next year, because it says over here, if you open it, it has the band members and it has a Mayan calendar, which is really great. And it actually says when it was recorded. So it says it was recorded from, if you don't see over here, you probably can't. It says from June 25th to July 30th, no, June 25th to July 20th, 2012. So you, most likely you will see an album next year, because this band is known for recording albums very fast and releasing albums in a short span of time. So you guys probably will look out for an album next year. I mean, so my rating for this would be an 8.5 out of 10. The lead singer on this album, Tyrannical Decay, I think. I'm not too sure. Don't get all angry because I pronounced the name wrong, but that song is really awesome. Great pick for a lead singer on the album. Those are one of the standout tracks on the album. So yeah, so the standout tracks on this album are The Everlasting Plague. This is the last track, track 13, which is very, very great. It's awesome. It's just amazing. And then my second favorite track is the lead single off the song, Tyrannical Decay, and this song is awesome. I told you, great lead single for the album. They made a music video for it recently. I think it was like 2-3 days back. I'm not too sure about that. You guys will probably do your research on that. And then my favorite song is the first track, Imprisoned by Fear. My goodness, my God. What's his name? The guitarist Kevin. His leads on that song, especially, is just amazing. I mean, like, this song, Imprisoned by Fear, is like, this is the first track on the album. So I was like, this song may be one of the best albums I heard this year, and it's not the album of the year for me. I don't even think I have an album of the year for me yet. But still, this is a very, very awesome album. This is Pathology. It's the time great Purification, and 8.5 out of 10. And I'll recommend this to a slam brutal death metal fan, a metalhead in general, a person that's not into metal, a person that's not into brutal death metal. I'll just recommend this album in general. What I would recommend this to new Pathology fans, because it does, like, this band hasn't changed. They haven't changed, well, other than the vocalist Jonathan Huber, because they had his first album with the band was their last album, Awaken to the Suffering. So yeah, that's probably the only way that they have changed. So till my next album review, keep it metal and stay tuned to another album review.